Wall Street Book Club. Evan Jefferson, brother, much love. Educating, elevating, because in knowledge is the power and we'll never give it up. Literature is for the masses. Where to put your money down, now how to watch your assets. Yeah, uplifting others is a passion. My brother Evan, he will turn it into action. New Black Wall Street Book Club. You should come read with us. Yeah, we comprehend and discuss. If we all just come together, there's no limit for us. Here comes your host, New Black Wall Street. Evan, take it away. New Black Wall Street Book Club.
All right, grand rising to you, billionaires. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put it in a book, and we absolutely will find it. I'm your host, ERGJ, your certified global financial educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, The Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book that we're going to read today, which is The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, Study of Black Wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Well, you can find that book by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. We got four copies left, guys. 4 copies left before we begin to work on book number 2, which will begin to introduce a Jay-Z and a Kanye West and the other new Black billionaires that have entered into that realm or space since our last version. So, the Black Billionaires Club, you can find we do have the soft copy, which is the 4 copies that are left. We also have it in ebook, which you can find in English, and then we have it in audio. We have it in ebook and also audiobook in French for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. That's going to, again, you can find it at theblackbillionairesclub.com, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. It's roll call time, guys. We've got to go ahead and find out who's joining us here this morning on this terrific Thursday here. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe button, share button, follow button. Just blow the internet up with all the buttons that you can press. And then let your brother and sister know that we are here if they want to read along with us. But it's roll call time. Let's find out who's here. Let me know what city, what state, what country you might be connecting from this morning, what city, what state, what country that you might be connecting from on your mobile device, your laptop, your PC, as we are going to be discussing Oprah Winfrey here today. Again, I'm connecting from, we're broadcasting across the World Wide Web and the Facebook and also YouTube. I want to send a shout out to all of our friends over on our personal page at Evan Jefferson. Shout out to all of our friends and fans from the Empowerment Duo page, BBC TV page, the Financial Health Mentor page, BBC, and then also ERGJ Enterprises, which is our business page on Facebook and also YouTube. Go and let us know what city, what state, what country, what city, what state, what country. I'm broadcasting out of our virtual studios here in Decatur, Georgia. That's right, Decatur, where it's greater. Let's find out who are the early birds ready to get the worm, as we are going to discuss how Oprah Winfrey built her wealth. How Oprah Winfrey built her wealth. What's going on? What's going on? I don't know how you just found a way. What's going on? Miss Vivian Reed is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us here today out of Brooklyn, North Carolina. Good morning to you. Miss Sincere Newman has joined us as well out of Mableton, Georgia. Floyd Mason, new fan here out of K-City, Kansas City. What's going on with your brother? How are you? Thanks so much for joining us today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Miss Play to Win has joined us as well. I know you don't do nothing. All you do is win. Miss Play to Win out of Atlanta, Georgia. Thanks so much for joining us here today. And anybody else that might show up here, go ahead and let us know where you're connected from, what city, what state. See, we got 15 people that are joined here as well. Max Robinson is in the house. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Not quite sure what that emoji means, but we're going to move forward anyway. Good morning, man. Again, we are coming out of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. Again, the book that I wrote 4 years ago. as I was journeying to find out who the wealthy Black people were. And then I realized that, no one had written a book, so I decided to write the book myself. Sold over 5,000 copies of the book. I've been very successful in my own right, selling out of the trunk and all that good stuff, masterpiece style. What's going on with you, Donnell Dawkins out of Virginia? Thanks so much for joining us here today. And today we're going to be discussing billionaire number 5. So this is the 5th richest Black person in the world who goes by the name Oprah Winfrey. Now, of course, we understand Oprah Winfrey to have been the richest Black person in America, and she actually is no longer the richest Black person in America. Robert Smith, who we talked about 2 days ago, is now the richest Black person in America. So Oprah Winfrey has lost her number 1 spot as far as in America, but still rich nonetheless. So when I wrote this, her net worth was $2.9 billion. $2.9 billion. This is New Black Wall Street Book Club. Typically, it takes about 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. We'll probably be done in about 20 minutes a day because these are short stories. But let's get right into this thing here. Let's find out about Oprah Winfrey and her billionaire bio. So at the time of this writing, she was the richest African American in the world. She was the CEO or Chief Executive Officer of Harpo Entertainment Group. Of course, that is Oprah spelled backwards. Co-founder of Oxygen Media, LLC. The Oprah Winfrey Show was the highest rated television talk show in United States history. She owns the Oprah Winfrey Network, or OWN. She's the director of Weight Watchers International Incorporated. She's a member of the council at the National Museum of African American History and Culture. She's the founder of the Family for Better Lives Foundation, and Oprah's Angel Network has raised more than $51 million for charitable programs, including girls' education in South Africa and relief to the victims of Hurricane Katrina. Everybody put in console hashtag Oprah. Everybody loves Oprah Winfrey. Well, let's find out exactly, or as much as we can, about how Oprah Winfrey built her wealth, how Oprah Winfrey became the richest Black person in America at the time, how she built her wealth. Well, Oprah Winfrey began her broadcasting career at age 17 when she was hired by WVOL Radio in Nashville, and 2 years later, she signed on with WTVF TV in Nashville as a reporter anchor. In 1976, Winfrey moved to Baltimore, where she hosted a hit television chat show, People Are Talking, while serving as an anchor and news reporter. The show became a hit, and Winfrey stayed with it for 8 years. In January 1984, she was recruited by a Chicago TV station to host her own morning show, AM Chicago, a faltering local talk show. In less than a year, she turned AM Chicago into the hottest show in town, rising from last place to first in ratings. In 1985, she played a role in Steven Spielberg's film, The Color Purple, for which she was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. In 1986, she became the host of her own wildly popular program, The Oprah Winfrey Show, which aired for 25 seasons. With its placement on 120 channels and an audience of 10 million people, the show grossed $125 million by the end of the first year. She soon gained ownership of the program from ABC, drawing it under the control of her new production company, Harpo Productions, Oprah spelled backwards. Now syndicated, the show is seen in nearly 212 U.S. stations and in more than 100 countries worldwide. In 2001, Winfrey launched her own TV network, the Oprah Winfrey Network. In 2016, premiere of the mega church drama Greenleaf was the network's most watched debut with 3.04 million viewers. How many guys are watching Oprah Winfrey's network? In November 2013, Winfrey received the nation's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom. President Barack Obama gave her this award for her contributions to her country. She was also named the first recipient of the Academy of Television Arts and Sciences Bob Hope Humanitarian Award in 2002. In 2015, Oprah Winfrey invested $43 million to take a 10% stake in Weight Watchers. She bought 6.4 million newly issued shares at $6.79 a piece and will also receive options to acquire an additional 5% stake. Oprah Winfrey worked hard. She rose through the ranks in the media space, but what you see later on, she used her money, her wealth, to begin to own and to invest. Right? She's the owner of her, I guess you could say her masters now. She owns her show. She owns her own network. She owns her own magazine. She invests in Weight Watchers. So what's really phenomenal about for me is that she's just a regular woman who had a job, but who used her money wisely to become the richest person in America, richest Black person in America. There was nothing fancy dancy about what she did. I mean, obviously she got breaks and luck and all that stuff and opportunity and all that stuff. I mean, not everyone's going to have the #1 rated television show in America. But when it comes down to the technicals about how she became the richest Black person in America, she basically just made money and used her money wisely. She made money doing her job as an anchor and all this stuff. She had success, made more money, but then she used her money wisely. And this goes back to a simple financial principle. It's not what you make, it's what you keep. She used her money wisely to own and to invest. Now ask yourself this. I mean, you may not make as much money as Oprah, or maybe you make more. We don't know how much she made at age 17. We don't know how much she made at all these different stops on her way to great success. But are you a good steward, a good manager of the money that does come into your hands? So we can look at all these celebrities and all these people, all these wonderful people, but what we must begin to understand is they're no different than you and I. They're no different. She had a job at 17. You probably had a job at 17. She rose up the ranks to the point where she became very good at what she did. She studied, she worked, she practiced, right? She became very great. Then she moved into another space, into the same area, which is the media. Got her own talk show. But at the end of the day, she was getting paid a check. And then she used her check to build wealth. Let me say that again for the people in the back. She was getting paid a check. Someone was stroking her check. Someone was paying her a salary. But she used her salary, her seed, to build wealth. To the point that she's the richest second richest Black person in America. Now ask yourself, are you using your salary to build wealth? Are you using your paycheck to build wealth? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see anything special about what Miss Oprah Winfrey did as it relates to her finances. I see she was a woman that had a job, worked hard, used her money wisely, went to the space where she owned her own shit. She started investing in stuff. She must have learned something about money along the way. Are you using your paycheck to build wealth? Are you using your salary to build wealth? Or do you see Oprah as some superhero that can do something that you can't do? The second richest Black person in the world. I don't see did anything special. What I see is she did some stuff that was wise. Everybody putting also hashtag wise here. Get some hand claps in the chat, please, for Miss Oprah Winfrey. Here today on the New Black Wall Street Book Club, we put some respect on your name. Not because you have wowed us in what you have done, but because you showed us that if you could do it, we can do it. That's right. If she could do it, we can do it. She's an investor in Weight Watchers. She's the owner of her own network. She began to take control of her own TV show. Year after year after year after year, that net worth, right? What she was worth in the marketplace just kept on increasing. She is the epitome of how the rich just keep getting richer because they know something and they do something different than everybody else. Let me say that again. Because they know something. They know about money. They understand it. They know what to do with it. They know something, and not only do they know, because knowing isn't only half the battle, they go do something different than everybody else. And I'm here to tell you today, beautiful people, if you want to be rich or you want to be financially free or whatever your ideal is when it comes to this thing called money, you must learn what you do not know about money. Then you must go execute what you have learned about what you didn't know at the time about money. And here's our billionaire terminology. Here's some words that were used that I put in here for your children so they could get some, they increase their vocabulary. First word was syndicate. We might have heard that as she was, as her television show was being syndicated across all these different stations. It's to publish or broadcast simultaneously across multiple platforms like newspapers, television stations, etc. Right? So her show is being broadcast across all these different stations that they may not have owned or had the rights to. Recruit, to hire or enroll or seek to hire or enroll. That's new employees, members, or students. Ownership, legal right of possession or proprietorship. Ownership. Oprah Winfrey owned the OWN network. And look at that. She even owned Oprah Winfrey Network. Own. I mean, that's probably a great word that will stay with Oprah Winfrey forever. Oprah Winfrey owned shit. Or she still owns the stuff, right? Not owned, still owns it. Ratings. The percentage of potential audience members who are tuned into a specific program or station at a given time. And of course, she had high ratings across the publications or the shows that she was a part of. She took one show from last place to first place, got her own show, and that been first place for 25 seasons. I mean, what a dynamic woman. But I'm very, very impressed by her financial literacy, knowing what to do with money that comes into her hand, and then doing it to become the second richest Black person in America. This is the New Black Wall Street Book Club, where Black folk do read. You put in a book, like the Black Billionaires Club, written by yours truly, and we absolutely will find it. 30 minutes a day, beautiful people. 30 minutes a day to keep broke and stupid away. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we really need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
It's the New Black Wall Street Book Club with your host Evan Jefferson. It's time for us to go. Yeah. Now you ain't gotta leave the computer, but we encourage you to get out there and learn and apply all the things you learn at the New Black Wall Street Book Club. Yeah. The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall Street. Book Club.